Hello, Mr. Frye.
You're quite a brother.
Miss Frye, I brought some books. I hope I'm not intruding by being here.
Quite the contrary. It's nice to have the company. A herbarium? Are you collecting flowers for someone?
Only myself. I'm told it's something of a British pastime. Did you know they all have symbolic meanings?
I had heard something of the sort.
Of course you have. Unfortunately, I have no time to fill the book.
I could collect some samples, if you would accept my help.
I would appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Frye.
I hope you've sharpened that blade, Jacob.
Hello, Frye.
A Gurkha knife, just like Father's.
No, it wasn't me, not guilty. Beg your pardon. You're the one?
I assure you we've never met.
Is this a prize fighting ring?
You bet your eyes and ears it is, my lord. Milady. The name's Robert Topping. Best bookie in all of London, at your disposal. Well, second best, but my mum says Dom's a bit of a nincompoop. Anyhow, I can show you a vast array of exciting things. From prize fights to carriage races.
I think we can afford to spend a little time here.
Come join our underground fight club.
Don't worry, we won't tell the coppers.
Excellent. Maybe you can help to win a bigger crowd.
I'll break you in half! He's as good as dead!
Absolutely delightful. Oh, please, don't go. Tonight will be dreadfully boring without you. Come back, you hear? You look like you could use an adventure. Sign up with me for a little fun.
Someone's up to no good.
Going on.
Onto the escritoire. I can do any work without a lucid surface on which to write my memoirs. Well?
This is outright uncouth. We live in a civilized society.
Places with that form. This neighborhood is falling apart.
This is... My God, this is Michel Rouge's vault.
Michael Rourke's vault? It can't be.
You have no idea who that is, do you?
I'm the foggiest.
He was an assassin. Father had one of his books. Legend says he found some fabulous treasure near Bath that drove him mad. He locked it away beneath London, in a vault that could only be opened by a set of special musical boxes.
Special musical boxes? Now who's mad? Let's go. Keep moving. Slow down now. Well, Charlie, I suppose the Ghost Club holds some new horror for me today?
As a matter of fact, yes. Follow me. Number 50, Berkeley Square. 4 stories high and branded, "Beware all those who enter." There have been many strange tales of this dreadful domicile. The earliest report of a haunting was said to be the spectre of a small girl who was murdered by a servant. She could be seen at the attic windows, weeping and wringing her little hands in an agony of despair. I'm eager to begin. A Another legend claims the attic is haunted by the spirit of a young woman who purportedly threw herself from the top floor windows to escape her abusive uncle. Her screaming ghost has reportedly been sighted hanging from the window ledge. This residence was briefly owned by a Mr. James Jasper, a choir master and an opium addict. His nephew Edward was betrothed to one of Mr. Jasper's pupils, the fair and delicate Rose. However, Edward disappeared under mysterious circumstances, followed by Jasper himself. Perhaps grief sent him back to the soothing arms of his narcotic mistress.
Atta girl. Easy now. Walk on, girl.
Shall we? Though this house is vacant, some say it comes alive at night with screams of terror, ringing bells, and slamming shutters. Although eerie, this phenomenon is easily produced by pneumatic tubes and valves. There are claims that a young man was caged in the attic, his only connection to the rest of the world a tiny hole in the door. A young man who was reduced to madness by this extreme isolation. The legends all seem to focus on one room in particular. A sudden draft. Nothing more. My word. Perhaps I shall wait here while you investigate the source of that laughter, which is not at all unsettling.
Have a knack for a clever
Now, what could that be?
You're good, kid, but not good enough. Let's have it.
All right, then.
I've found a lock, but I haven't located the key.
Lucky for you, I've got it.
So this is how it works.
How disappointingly dull.
Get out of my house!
Get clear, Charlie!
Good Lord! And I did it in my mind! And I did it over and over again!
There was no one whose love for Rosa came near to equaling mine. It should have been enough to keep my beloved nephew away. My poor Ned. Forgive.
Alas, the myth has been discredited. There was no ghost in Berkeley Square, just a wretched soul, driven to murder and madness by guilt and intoxication. I think this is the makings of a rather fine novel. I wonder if I've got one left in me.
Empty-headed camels. Would you believe it?
Seems appropriate.
Who's a good horse? You are. Doing fine here. Steady on. That's the way. Walk on, girl. Let's go. That's a girl. Keep moving. Who's a good horse? You are. Walk on, girl. That's the way. Let's go. That's a girl. Slow down.
Mr. Frye, I trust that you had a productive meeting with Mr. Owen?
Oh, yes. We had the most wonderful chat. I found out the man behind Starrick's soothing syrup is John Elliotson.
Dr. Elliotson, I haven't heard that name in a long while. He was a brilliant heart specialist until he became obsessed with phrenology and mesmerism. It ruined his career. Well, how shall we proceed?
Oh, with all respect, Mr. Darwin, I believe I should proceed alone. After all, we wouldn't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Sounds very wise. Good luck, my boy. Oh, and Mr. Frye, should you find yourself with any free time, please do call on me.
Today's your lucky day. Where would I find the doctor? Ah.
Well, as you've just witnessed, the application of too much pressure can sometimes result in unexpected outcomes. Unfortunately, it appears I've ruined the organ. Send up a cadaver.
At once, Dr. Elliotson.
I don't care about your ethics. And I care even less about your damn patience. Now hand over your keys.
What are you doing?
Haven't you heard? You're fired. Now bugger off.
How to do it.
I shall resume my discourse on phrenology, the only truth.
Is there anybody out there? Let me
The idea that we can point out connections to relation existing in conditions and development of brain, and perhaps more importantly, the manifestations of mind, is no longer a pervasive phenomenon. Yet, as we previously studied, phrenology, with rigorous practice, allows us to discover much from an observation of the other. The science of mind teaches us how to not only identify, but also how to measure the mental faculties of the patient. For instance, this specimen's overdeveloped organ is found on either side of the lower back of its head.
The bugger. We'll get in trouble for this.
While we are waiting, I shall resume my discourse on philosophy, the only true science of the mind. The idea that one can point out connections and relations which exist between the conditions and development of the brain, and perhaps more importantly, the manifestations.
I gotta find myself another job. I wouldn't trust the doctors here.
What's the matter?
Oh, young man, help. I must speak with Miss Nightingale at once. One of the brutes stole my key, and there's no one around. I can't get out of here.
Stole your key. Don't go anywhere. I might be able to do so.
You have just witnessed nothing less than the undeniable.
And then he tells her to bugger off,
of
but
the
she
method.
can't get out without her key.
Be allowed to continue his experimentations.
Oh, she'll report him to Miss Nightingale, you know.
Nurse Nightingale. She will know what to do.
While we are waiting, I shall resume my discourse on phrenology, the only true science of the mind. The idea that one can point out connections and relations which exist between the conditions and development of the brain, and previously studied, phrenology, when rigorously practiced, allows us to discover each from an observation. The science of mind teaches us how to not only identify, but also elemental faculties of the patient. For instance, this specimen's overdeveloped organs found on either side of the lower back of its head, the protuberances previously measured, establish the correctness of both police records and medical observation. I am, of course, referring to the specimen's tendency to invoke assault, undesirable propensities which were wholly suppressed by the use of the soothing serum. Despite the specimen's violent reaction to procedure, the soothing serum
You'll pay for your deeds. We've more important things to do than look for him.
Yet, as we have previously studied, phrenology, when rigorously practiced, allows us to discover each from an observation of the other. The science of the mind teaches us how to identify, but also how to measure the mental faculties of a patient. For instance, this specimen is found on either side of the lower back of its head. The protuberances of the brain and perhaps more importantly, the manifestations of the mind is no longer a case.
What to do? These experimentations are making our patients
The science of the mind teaches us how to not only identify, but also how to measure the mental faculties of the patient. For instance, this specimen's overdeveloped organs found on either side of the lower back of its head, the protuberances previously measured, is that
Master Sterry.
bloody square!
Your presence in London is not that. At last it ends. Yet I can only think of beginnings. A better tomorrow. Forged with the blood of visionaries.
All I see is the blood of a lunatic.
Do you truly believe murdering an old man will stop humanity's great architect? Crawford Starrick has a glorious design for mankind.
Designs are meant to be broken.
You're a child. A child who believes it can solve all the world's woes with a flick of a blade. Have you ever pondered the consequences of your actions, Jacob Frye? Or did your father teach you nothing?
Where do you think you're going?
You! You're too slow! Careful! He's fighting!
Weapon and I'll take it easy on you.
Go for leg!
You don't have a snowball's chance with
No match for us!
Run, run!
No more! You'll never get away from me!
Hold it! I have a shot at him!
I hate my life.
Take what you want from me. I'll do anything. I've got me up.
Elliottson's a bloomin' badger. If he weren't a doctor, he'd be in jail.
No blue bottle will arrest him.
Elliotson expired, and soothing syrup production has ceased? Outrageous!
Frye intends to endanger all of London at the hands of the mob.
Or perhaps he doesn't intend much of anything at all. He's simply content to dice with our lives.
The asylum is shut up. Medical care throughout the city is in disarray. He does not, cannot understand the consequences of his actions. The man is clearly an anarchist!
Gentlemen. This tea was brought to me from India. By a ship. Then up from the harbor to a factory, where it was packaged and ferried by carriage to my door. Unpacked in the larder and brought upstairs to me. All by men and women who work for me. Who are indebted to me, Crawford Starrick. For their jobs, the time, the very lives they lead. They will work in my factories, and so too shall their children. And you come to me with talk of this Jacob Frye. This insignificant blemish who calls himself Assassin? You disrespect the very city that works day and night, so that we may drink this. This miracle, this tea.
I'm nearing the end of my research. Our beloved London shall not suffer such a bothersome fool for much longer.
And what of the sister I've heard of? Miss Frye.
Miss Frye shall be gutted. Soon enough. Delicious.
Sorry to interrupt, Initiate. Thought you'd like to know that Sean and Rebecca got away from Otzoberg. Berg runs a unit called Sigma Team. Violet DaCosta is his tech support. They've been hunting and killing assassins for a long time. Thank God you're all right.
Oh, tish tosh. It'll take more than a Templar super soldier to end the glorious saga of Sean Danger Hastings.
I was talking to Rebecca.
Right. Anyway, Berg's presence confirms it. The Peace of Eden is in London.
The Initiate's data sync suggests it's the Shroud.
The Templars seem to want it pretty bad all of a sudden. They must know something we don't.
The only thing we know is that we can't go up against Sigma Team alone.
Leave that to me. In the meantime, keep a low profile. Let the Initiate continue to sync the data.
Owning the railway wasn't enough. Now Starrick has bought an omnibus company as well. I suppose he wants to control the neighborhood's workers and keep them under his thumb.
Pearl Attaway is Starrick's competitor, is she? Perhaps it's time I went into business.
And Miss Frye, what are your plans?
I studied the history we recovered from the Kenway Mansion's hidden room. I'm off to a certain monument.
You